This episode is brought to you by Blue Chew and Built. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code BELLY at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code BELLY to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. Earn points by paying rent right now when you go to join built.com/belly. That's JOINBILT.com/belly. Make sure to use our URL so they know we sent you. Join built.com/belly to start earning points with your rent payments today.
Hey, nosotros, papaya, to my people, my friend.
Okay.
Your Slept King here, Bob Lee. And we're almost at 1 million subscribers. Please subscribe to TigerBelly so we can get to that number.
What will that do for you?
It would make me ecstatic.
Guys, if you want to see Bob ecstatic, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Enjoy the show.
When's the longest you slept without being sick?
Oh, I think I've done. I think when I've done like international flights, I think I slept LA to Australia.
The whole time.
I think it's pretty much.
Whoa, dude.
15
Sober.
hours?
Sober.
Yeah.
Sober. Sober.
Unassisted, no unisoms.
No unisom.
Ooh, there might have been a unisom.
Okay, well,
There might have been a unisom.
that's not cheating.
But once I'm in,
Yeah.
once I'm in the flow, that flow state, I can go. I can ride it out.
Oh, deep flow.
Deep flow. Yeah, I can ride
Deep
it.
flow. So,
Do you have bedtime rituals?
yeah, I want to know your bedtime ritual.
It depends on if I'm on location or if I'm home. Because if I'm home, my wife likes to watch TV, and I like to go to sleep in a crypt. Like I want
What's a
it
crypt mean?
Similar.
Like the problem
Yeah,
we
like in
had.
a tomb. I say tomb. He says
tomb.
crypt.
I
I want a tomb.
Yeah. I want a tomb. You
I
know
want
what
a tomb. I want
so no ambient sound.
no nothing.
No, nothing. No light.
How do you do that?
Do you like light, Rob?
No.
Light.
I tape up the if there's like like blue light. So I
I do the fucking same thing. I'm
tape
just like
everything up.
Rob Lowe. What the fuck? Holy fuck. Oh my God. So,
Let's be clear. You're not just like Rob Lowe.
he is.
Let's establish that right now.
Let's be very
that's
clear.
the rudest thing I've ever heard you ever say. I'm just like Rob Lowe. The exterior, no. All right?
The inside.
That's right.
The packaging, comes in a different, but the inside,
That was
the prize is the same.
That was the craziest statement I've ever heard a single human say.
Wait, what? Say what?
I'm just like Rob Lowe.
Okay. In a roundabout way, I am. I mean, in general, we share human elements, no?
Yes.
Is he not? Rob, are you not human?
I'm human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
See,
So, yeah.
we're all alike on the inside.
Yeah.
God.
Okay. It's like. Anyway, you're being rude. In many ways, we share many similarities, and we're going to get into it in the
And
podcast.
you're wearing both black shirts?
That's not. You're fucking being. Please stop doing that. Okay. Yeah. You guys both have eyeballs. All right. So, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
How many episodes is this?
Probably over 450.
Oh my! I can't believe it.
Oh, I think this is yours, right?
Yes.
Is it? What do we
Yeah, I can't believe it. Anyway, you guys, I grew up watching this guy, but and Khalyla know because her and I used to date. And so, what are the 3 shows I keep watching over and over again?
Next Gen,
Yeah,
West Wing,
yeah,
and what's the third one? Oh, X-Files.
yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
So for the last 15, 20 years, all right, every year I'll go through a whole season of West Wing and I'll stop. And then next year I'll do Star Trek Next Generation.
I like your taste.
I think they're similar.
I do.
You know what I mean? Many
I love
ways,
your
you know?
taste.
And then
Good.
X-Files. So I think that the first 4 seasons of The West Wing are probably one of the best television ever written and acted. I just think it's fucking incredible. And so, last night I saw Michael Bay. He came to the club, right? Hugged him. I like him. He's a nice guy, but I there's not that big of an intimidation thing. And I've seen many people I've worked with, but for some reason, because like if Patrick Stewart was here, I'd be nervous. if David Duchovny was here, I would be nervous. Or Gillian Anderson.
Gillian Anderson.
You know her?
Oh, David's one of my best buddies.
Oh,
David texted me today.
let's FaceTime. Freak him out.
Let's FaceTime Double D. Here, bring
No.
He's getting so nervous.
No, do not.
Bring over.
Rob, no. Oh my God.
He's sweating.
I don't know what to do.
Hey Siri.
He's not going to pick up. There's no way he's going to
Hey Siri. FaceTime David Duchovny.
Bobby, walk through your thought process that Rob Lowe.
I can't right now, dude. If it's, he's like, you know what I mean?
Who is that?
Jonathan Frakes from. I know Jonathan Frakes from Star Trek. Yeah, he played Riker.
Okay.
This is so random.
Don't go to me. Go to you. Yeah. Go.
What's up, homie? I'm sitting here. I'm on a podcast right now, but with one of your great fans.
Okay, I'm just saying, David. My name is Bobby. I know you don't know me. I'm a gigantic fan of yours.
I do know you because my daughter, we were driving from downtown LA last year for about 2 hours, and she was playing your podcast to me, and I was fucking cracking up. So
Oh my God! I can't believe it. What is going on today?
yeah.
Anyway, Dave, I'm a huge fan. Hopefully one day I'll be able to meet you, and I won't be weird, and it'll be cool. Thank you. Oh
Double
my.
D. He was saying his two favorite shows are West Wing and X Files. So I was like, I got to get Double D and have him take a bow.
That's fantastic. And don't podcast yourself out before you get to me, you whore.
No, I'm saving my best shit for you. don't you worry. I'm just giving them the dregs here. But when I get on your podcast, I'm gonna throw down. Okay.
Give him that normal bullshit Rob Lowe shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. All right. I love you, brother. I'll call you later.
Nice to meet you. Double D.
Double D.
Double D,
everybody.
everybody.
Double D.
Everybody.
Double D.
All right, enough of that bullshit. We're not doing that again. I will literally melt. Okay?
Hit me with some other ones.
No. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you anything of what I like anymore. But anyway, that was literally like, it was just too much.
I was sweating for you.
Me too, dude.
Yeah.
Don't do that again, Rob. Okay. Rob, do that. But anyway, that was what a surreal experience because thank God you don't know Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Because I would have a hard. Do you know him?
That one I can't help you. That one I'm sorry, we're out.
Fuck you, Rob.
We're out.
You're not that cool.
I can get LeVar Burton for you.
Whoa.
No. I'm kidding. He's my least favorite character. Jordan LaForge. He was blind. He was weird. Anyway, so Rob, I want because I've always wanted to ask you about West Wing. So one time I had this audition for Aaron Sorkin, and I was a huge. Were we dating when this audition happened?
Sure.
And I didn't go in.
You didn't go?
No, because I had heard that he needs everything word for word on the script.
Yes.
And it was like chunky lines.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's just no, I can't do it. Word for word.
Word for word.
So on set, was it like that?
Oh.
What do you mean? Oh.
Okay, so if you're a fan, you'll remember. I want to say it's maybe episode 3. It's the famous teaser. It's all in a one shot.
Oh, that's another. Yeah.
Right? It's Bartlett giving a speech. We all fold in, walk through a lobby, walk through a kitchen, walk downstairs, walk into a basement.
Yeah.
Limousine drives out. It's 11 pages. It's one take. It's 7 speaking characters. 3 flights of a building.
Oh my God.
And if you had a line that was, if the line was, yes, Mr. President, and you said, yeah, Mr. President, they were throwing it out and going,
oh my God. And can I just say this too? If I was like 11 pages, right? If I was on page 10 and I had, yes, Mr. President. At the end,
yes,
right?
I've been there.
You have?
I've been
all
there.
right. So what I would be doing is I'd be like in a complete and utter panic mode.
Yeah.
Well, if I heard action and then like 3 minutes, because it's probably take a couple minutes to get up
Get
there.
to you, yes.
Yeah, right. And I would just be like, yes, Mr. President, yes, Mr. President, yes, Mr. President. I would like repeating the word, right? And I know for a fact, right? Once my line came out, I would go, hello, Mr. Putin. Oh, fuck! I pulled a Biden! I did a Biden! You know what I mean?
Yes.
It would have fucked me up. But, so, and then would you say, let's say you fucked up on a line before?
Oh, yeah. So when we would do those, we called them the walk and talks. When we would do them in the White House set, sometimes we would walk in circles because you could never what we learned was if the characters walked past the Oval Office door on their way to the Oval Office, nobody noticed. So we could make our set look bigger by circling and then going into the door.
Oh.
So sometimes you would sit there and you'd hear them coming down the hall, blah, 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 then they'd get quiet and they'd walk away. And here they come again, blah, 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 and now you've got to walk out like the second time they passed.
Whoa, oh, so you have to time that out.
That was super gnarly.
Oh, that's so gnarly.
Yeah, you don't want to be the person entering.
Would you? But would you say I'm sorry after you fucked up or no?
Yeah,
Out
for
loud?
sure. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
usually what happened is you didn't know you'd screwed it because nobody would ever screw up big time. But it was honestly really, really small stuff like the difference between and like
He's
that.
that specific.
Yeah, and so they had a
That's why I knew this about him. That's why there's no way I'm going to go in there.
it's somebody whose job. There's always a script supervisor.
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
to supervise
Yeah,
the dialogue.
First of all, Rob, I've been on sets before.
okay,
Don't talk to me
the
like
audience,
that.
I
That
know.
was insane and out of pocket, okay?
So we use
God.
a camera.
Yeah. I know what a jib is. I know all the thing, all right?
The jib is. I love that. Guys got it going on.
So anyway, script supervisor.
We had someone in addition whose
yeah.
job was just to make sure we said everything right. That was the
Which
entire
you
thing.
had not just the script supervisor, but you had somebody that's like, say it word for word
Yep.
guy. Was he always on set?
She was always on
No,
set.
Aaron Soker, Mr.
Oh,
Sorkin.
no.
well, that's-
But he would definitely come down for sure. I mean, I've worked on shows where you never, like I just did a Ryan Murphy show. In 5 years, I never saw Ryan Murphy.
Wow.
And-
Don't you love that or no? Do you like it or no?
Yeah, I mixed feelings about it. He's got a lot of stuff he's doing, but Aaron would come. I think you probably saw him at least once a day. He'd come down for a scene or two, and a lot of times he would come down for rehearsals
Wow. Oh, I see.
and then leave.
But those long uncut scenes, how long would that take to rehearse?
That one we rehearsed all day until lunch. So that's what? That's
Like 6 a.m. call.
five. That's five. We rehearsed that for about 5 hours,
Wow.
including setting it up.
Wow. Yeah,
And then we went to lunch and then shot it for the rest of the day, and then went into shot lots of overtime. I think we finally wrapped at like 1:30 in the morning. We did 35 takes.
of this stuff, that one scene.
35 takes, and
Holy fuck, my
only
Lord.
3 of them were completed takes.
Jeez.
And we never went, okay, we got it. We just ran out of time.
Oh, fuck.
And they just chose one.
Oh, they just chose one. Oh, so then sometimes, he doesn't get it exactly the way he wants it, and he just accepts it.
That time I don't know if we ever got it exactly
Wow.
perfect. But it's great. It's a great West Wing moment.
Is
It
he a
really
screamer?
No, God, no. He's great.
Okay. How do you deal with screamers?
I don't.
Director?
I'm trying to think of how I had. Well, there's screamers and then just people who are just loud. Like
Yeah.
screaming is like, "How dare you? What are you?"
You've never had a director like that.
Not that I can remember. But
Well, you never had Peter Weller then.
Peter Weller, the RoboCop.
Was his director?
Yeah.
He's making up for all the time when he talked like this.
Yeah.
For his most famous role.
Yeah.
He decided when I'm a director, I'm gonna be like this.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's what I thought I was going to get. But he's a screamer.
No way.
Yeah, like, memorize your lines!
Amazing.
Right? And I'm like, I have 2 lines. You know what I mean? I don't know.
That's not good.
I don't like screamers.
No, that's not helpful.
There he is.
Oh my God.
And see that photo too is like, I was like, I got
Did you guys look like an indie band?
Peter Weller.
I like you guys are like, what are you, Daft Punk without your fucking robot hats on?
Yeah, without the mask. That's Daft Punk reveal.
That's Daft Punk.
Yeah. I mean, we get probably 3 fans that group right there.
Yeah.
But so I was trying to get away from him, right?
Get away.
So I was like, so I was trying to get away. I was like, I'm gonna have a cigarette between cameras. He comes out and just sits next to me and starts talking to me. Right?
Oh,
And
he's got a stogie.
he's
Well, I
got a
like
stogie.
that.
Wow.
And he's one of those white dudes. And I tell you, and you're not one. And
I want to hear all about white dudes.
just my point of
I
view.
really do.
No.
Nobody ever talks about white dudes. They don't. They don't talk about. They talk about everybody but white dudes. I don't know.
I mean, I know, but I'm just saying that you're like, because you've been white for a long time,
Yeah, I've
right?
been
For
white
a
a long
time. For a long time, right? That maybe you don't know the differences, but as a small little Korean man, I have my own point of view and my perspective. Okay?
Yes, of course.
So he's one of those old school white dudes like that. They don't know how to start a conversation without going to race first.
Oh, that's amazing.
Right?
That's amazing. Like this is hilarious.
There
Like
he
what?
goes,
Give me.
oh, yeah, he'll go, yeah, so that time I lived in Thailand. And you're like, and then you always have to go, no.
I like kimchi. I've had it.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
I don't think it's so bad.
Yeah. I was on a flight once, and this old man.
I flew Air Korea.
That's what I mean. That's what. Yeah. I was on a flight once, and a white man comes up. He sits next to me. He was like 80 years old. He was like, what I mean, like he looked like he was from the South, and he wanted to start a conversation. And he looks at me, and it was like a 1 minute stare because he was trying to think of something, and he goes, "My granddaughter loves that Hello Kitty," and I remember going. I want to say, hey, bitch, I didn't invent it. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not, you know what I mean?
Mr. Kitty.
Mr. Kitty. Yeah. And then when they start that way, you don't know where to go.
No.
You know what I mean? Well, I wanted to go, I love baseball. My dad loves baseballs. I mean, how do you know what I mean? So it's like, then you have to go into this Hello Kitty conversation. Like, yeah, I think this Rich is a very likable creature. I mean, the plushie, and I don't know what to fucking say, you know what I mean? But it's like, so anyway, he was one of those about Thailand. But he's a nice man. Anyway, let's move on. So you never had a screamer, is what you're saying?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, but you've been and I hate to be uncomfortable about it, but. Blue Chew. You guys, I'm a 52-year-old man, and I'm still active sexually.
Yeah, you are.
And guess what, guys? Blue Chew works, but I've been using it, and man, people have been raving about me. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but at a fraction of the cost and in a chewable form. The process is simple. Sign up to BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days.
Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. And the best part, it's all done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and waiting in line at the pharmacy. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead, right, Bobby? Mm-hmm. Or you can be ready whenever an opportunity arises.
Blue Chew wants you to have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com.
Blue Chew wants the entire country rock hard. They told me that. That's their mission. They will not stop until every man is bricked up like a brick house, till every tent is pitched, till every rod is raised. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code BELLY at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com. Promo code BELLY to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details, important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
Built, B-I-L-T, built.
Okay, real talk, Bobby. I know
Yeah.
it's been a while since you've cut a check.
Yeah.
But we've all been there, right?
Yeah.
Feeling like we're burning cash with those rent checks. It's frustrating. But here's the deal. Built Rewards has figured out a way to make rent more rewarding. You can say goodbye to the money bonfire and hello to a renter's revolution with Built.
Wow. Built is breaking ground as the first rewards program that hooks you up with points on your rent. Even if you're still rocking the old school rent check vibes, Built Rewards has got your back. They'll mail the check for you. It's like having a personal rent paying assistant.
Now I'm excited to pay rent.
Me too. Every month, pay your rent and watch the bill points roll in.
Use points to jet off on a dream vacation. Put your points toward a flight or hotel stay with 500 plus airlines and 700,000 plus hotels and properties. Use your points to sweat it out. Redeem your points to book fitness studio classes. You can also use your points towards a future rent payment or toward a future down payment on a home.
Pay rent hassle-free through the Built Rewards app. Your rent game just got a major upgrade. Built points have been consistently ranked the highest value point currency by the Points Guy and Bankrate.
Earn points by paying rent right now when you go to joinbuilt.com/belly. That's JOINBILT.com/belly. Make sure you use the URL so they know we sent you. Joinbuilt.com/belly to start earning points with your rent payments today.
And I hate to be uncomfortable about it, but you've been a celebrity for a very long time.
Somebody pointed out it's 6 decades.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Yeah, you've been in my realm for 6 decades. Wow, how old am I?
52.
I'm 52, so 5 decades. Yeah, 5 decades you've been. And so it's like, I mean, when was there ever a time where you weren't famous?
Yeah, I
As a baby, of course.
I got
I know it's a
my
baby.
first taste of it when I started on a network's sitcom when I was 15. And I remember the difference between, it was in front of a live audience, and I remember the difference because we'd come out and be introduced to the audience before we shot, and there was that version, and then there was the version the week after we aired the first episode.
Wow.
And that was like, wah! And I was like,
Right,
oh,
right. Wow.
I'm famous now.
So back then, television could do that.
Overnight. Look, it was okay, check it out. It was the lowest rated show on network television.
What was it called?
A New Kind of Family. Doesn't that sound riveting?
Wow.
Doesn't that sound like something you want to tune
No, I
into?
do not want to watch. I don't like the new kind of anything. New Mutants, I don't like any of it.
No.
Yeah, but
But it was literally the lowest rated show on TV. It was opposite 60 Minutes,
yeah.
and we still probably had 14 million people watching.
Oh my God.
Say the hottest show now probably doesn't even get that.
No,
No,
God,
you're
no.
close.
Yeah.
No.
That's where is it?
How about that hair? What is going on?
Oh, there you are.
What is going on with the wings? What is happening?
Who's your mom?
That's Eileen Brennan, hot off Private Benjamin.
Wow. And are any of these people working? I mean, I'm pretty sure they're probably stars. Anybody?
So the other woman
Yeah.
is Chris Pine's mom.
What?
Wow.
And let's see, the dog still works apparently.
Yeah. Wow. That's incredible.
By the way, dog was not in the show.
Are you
No,
serious?
he was not in the show.
Promotional shot.
It's promotional.
Nope.
How long did it go for?
13 episodes.
Oh.
And so the conceit was two divorcees share the same house with their young families, very ahead of its time. That was groundbreaking in those days.
Oh, yeah, that's groundbreaking.
And it bombed horribly, and they shut us down for a week. And the fix was that family on the left was replaced with an African American family, and they never told the viewers why this new family was in the house.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding at all.
It takes one episode. We're moving out.
No,
Okay.
nothing.
Welcome.
And we never acknowledged it. And
Well, that's it. That
the
was-
young daughter was played by a young actress who later went on to have a music career named Janet Jackson.
Whoa.
Wow. Never heard of her.
Yeah, she did okay.
Interesting. No. Wow. Was she? How old was she then?
13 or 14,
Was she nice?
more or less. She was great.
Yeah.
Oh, she was amazing. She's so sweet. Whenever I see her, we look at each other like, was that a fever dream?
Wow.
Did we did that show together, right? She's
Wow.
like, yes, we did. It's weird.
Wow. Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
And so from then, you've been kind of in the public limelight, I guess.
Well, I had my so when I'm 15 there, and then when you're 16, 17, 18 in the business, they hire 18 or 19-year-olds to play those ages because of child labor laws. So I aged into a point in my career right after that where I didn't get anything. Like I thought it was over.
Wow.
I thought I was going to have to be a marine biologist.
Wow. So you went to high school and everything, like regular?
Yeah, and it like kind of ended after that. I did a couple like after school specials and I did a bad pilot with Ron Howard.
Whoa.
That didn't go anywhere, but nothing happened. And then I turned 18 when you can work in as an adult, and got my first job as an 18-year-old, and that was The Outsiders.
Yeah.
And that was that.
Okay, so I want to talk about that in a second because I just got goosebumps. But I wanted to ask you this because are you comfortable talking about sobriety?
Of course.
Okay. I'm sober. Do you know that?
I didn't. Wait. No. Congrats, baby. I love that, baby.
Korean.
Yeah,
That's Korean.
Yeah. I just don't want to do what he does. You know what I mean?
I know.
But I had 13 years of sobriety at one point.
It's awesome.
17 years, but all program related. I was a hardcore 12-step guy, and now I have over 2.5 years. I started my own meeting. I'm very active now, but you do 12 steps?
I do.
Yeah. So I want to ask you, when did your alcoholism come into rear its ugly head?
I think you're born with it. So because
That's interesting. Okay.
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because one of my first memories, is my dad. I'm little enough that I can be in my dad's arms. So that's how young this is.
Yeah.
And he's drinking a beer. And I asked to have some of it. And he gave me a sip.
Yeah.
He was, I'm sure he was like, oh, isn't that cute? And I remember going, glug, 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 glug,
Wow.
and then vomiting.
Wow.
So I think a normal person, A, might not have asked for it, and B, would have gone, but not, I was like, oh, no.
Well, most kids would be like, oh, gross, because it has really,
Well, I didn't like it. I threw up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And but yeah, I think you're kind of I honestly think you're kind of born with a predisposition to it, and then it's a lot of like whatever you're going through in your life can like ignite it.
Because there's a theory that maybe it's not a genetic thing, and that maybe trauma and all those things can like kind of, you know what I mean?
I think I can be both,
You can be both.
but I'm inclined to believe that
I do too, because my dad's one. No,
Let's whisper on the mic.
this is like we're doing a podcast, you know that, right? Like, people are gonna hear
my
this.
dad's one, right? And there's generations of them.
Yes.
So in my mind, I'm like, I think I just carried on the tradition. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my son. And I'm not speaking out of school because my son's very open about it.
Yeah.
I have one son completely normal.
Yeah.
Another son who's got 7 years
Wow.
of sobriety.
Wow. Is that the son that you're doing the TV show with?
That is because
Incredible.
us alcoholics, man, we know how to make fucking television.
Yeah.
We do.
Wow. So
We really do.
yeah. So but like during the Outsiders and all that stuff, were you drinking a lot then?
Bro, this is how different the business was in those days.
Oh, I love it.
Again, this is a studio movie, like Warner Brothers studio. First of all, there was always someone you could buy blow from on
set. Oh my
Always.
God!
Always.
Great.
Always.
They don't have that at craft service anymore.
And that was usually prop
licorice and stuff.
Usually prop department.
Wow.
Sometimes camera. Sometimes the AD staff. But for sure, one of that department was selling Coke. Always in those days. Tommy Howell played Pony Boy. Was 15. I had just turned
Thomas
18.
Howell, okay.
And
Can you not call people like Double D or Tommy Howell because it's like these are little side things that you have with these people. But I'm a layperson, so it's
okay,
like,
I'll
and I had
only
to
go for their IMDb.
Yeah. Tommy Howell. So anyway, yeah.
IMDb
Yeah,
names from now on. So we're
Pat S. You know what I mean? It's like what?
Patty, Buddy.
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 Yeah, that's right, Buddy. Yeah.
Buddy Swayze.
Wait, did you call him Buddy Swayze?
His name was, and by the way, I refused. I thought it was like you.
Yeah.
He was Buddy to everybody.
Did you call him Buddy?
I couldn't bring myself to do it.
What'd you call him?
Patrick.
Okay.
But no, his name. But hey, call me Buddy.
Really?
Hey, call me Buddy.
I would be like, yeah, okay, buddy. Yeah, okay.
So we're teenagers.
Yeah.
And at Rap every day, the Teamsters gave us 6 packs of beer.
Oh, wow.
We're not anywhere near 21.
Wow.
So when you say, were we drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no like network person, or not network, but like, anybody from a studio that was like, hey, son. You know what I mean?
All that stuff
Shouldn't you be rehearsing?
that stuff was
Really?
not happening in those days.
Because I saw a clip once. It was Richard Pryor on a set, and I think he was smoking crack.
That's amazing. On the set.
On set.
Openly?
Yeah, it was either weed or something, but it wasn't like a cigar or like a pipe.
Contraption of
Yeah, he
some
was
sort.
or doing it right, and I was like, wow, that's interesting. You know what I mean? Like I would be so nervous on a set that so when I relapsed the last time, I'll tell you what happened to me. On a Saturday, I was drinking 24 hours a day.
But first of all, wait, here's what I want to ask you.
Okay.
Everybody I know, and you had at one point 17 years?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm fascinated with people who go out after 17 years, 10 years, 5 years.
Yeah.
And I want to know what the thinking was behind it, because I've had, and I know a lot of people do, and it's always the same from my perspective. It's like, man, I got sober when I was 20, and everybody experiments when they're 20, and it was like, it's like and I've learned so much, and look, I'm not going to go back and do any more blow or anything, or I'm not going to like get drunk and fucked up or anything, but like, I know what it is now, and like, if I want to have a glass of wine with my wife, I want to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I had a friend tell me, and like, I'm going to shoot a movie in France, and I just want to have a glass of wine. Within 6 months, he had bitten a cop in the face.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Jail.
Yeah, it goes down fast.
Yes,
yeah,
it
goes
does.
Yeah, I mean, for me, 17 years sobriety, and then like, I had a friend that knocked on a hotel room, and I answered it, and I was from head to toe with poo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I go, hey man, what's going on? I mean, it was insane. You know what I mean? So that's what I get the cop fighting thing. But
I didn't think that could be topped, but you did.
yeah. So I'm going to tell you what happens, and this is because I've really relapsed a couple of times. It's always when for years you stop going to meetings. Yeah. You stop calling people. You know what I mean? That's for me been my story of like, because things when you get sober, your life gets better. Right, it's obviously better. Right, you get all the relationships back.
By the way, there are plenty of people that aren't sure about that. We know that to be true. But
Yeah.
I want to point out what he just said. When you get sober, your life gets better.
Yeah. What do you mean?
It's not in doubt.
No,
But there are people out there that
wait. What people?
There are people. Who are like
out in the world.
In the world
that are probably drinking right now in their disease.
Yes.
Well, let me just say this: I literally wouldn't be doing it if I didn't visually see other people's lives get better.
Right.
I'm more of a like. It's like I saw Longlegs Saturday because people said Longlegs was good.
Did you like it?
I'll talk about it later,
Okay, yeah.
right? But it's like, what I mean? My point being is that I have to hear, things are good for me to go, okay, I'll try it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, as a kid, I saw literally homeless men, turn their lives around, and then years later they have a family. And then I was just kind of going, oh shit, this is like a miracle.
Yeah, it is.
So anyway, yeah. But I stopped going to meetings. I stopped calling people, and then what happens is there needs to be something tragic that happens. For me, some people relapse when things are good.
Yep.
For me, it's like my trigger was when my dad died.
Yeah.
Right, and that was just like the thing that I went, okay, I can now go out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
This is good enough.
But you were well on your way there, I think. The dad dying was just the kind
catalyst.
That's the
final
thing. You've slipped before you actually slip.
Yeah. And but I'm a big proponent.
Yep. Proponent.
See, I couldn't do an Aaron Sorkin thing.
That would have been it.
Yeah, proponent.
Proponent is 101.
Proponent. That's who. There's no way. I'm having a panic attack. I'm actually on set on an Aaron Sorkin thing. There's no way. I would just say I'd quit. I'd just be like, Aaron, I'm out. Get somebody else.
How are you with names and military insignias and numbers? Because that's what Aaron used to do that to me.
Oh, wow.
He used to do it to me on purpose.
Yeah.
It's Private John Smithson K. Wilson, Lieutenant Colonel, third class JG, like that.
Fuck it. I'm out. Oh my God, I would be so. You know what? I go. No, just change the characters to the things I'm saying. You know what I mean?
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
I'd be like, nobody knows these people. They're not real.
They're not real.
Let me make up the name.
And, he wouldn't let you do it?
No.
Why?
Well, also you have to clear the name. That's part.
Oh
of it.
yeah, you have to clear the name. Yeah,
But
that's
he used to murder me with names, military insignias, and numbers.
Wow. So my friend Gene Hung was the he was a producer on Magnum PI. He was one of the writers, And I did like 11 episodes of that. And he would literally purposely make tongue twisters so he can see me fail on set. In his mind, he's like, I know Bobby can't say these two words together.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Yeah.
Why-
Red leather.
Yeah, and so I would do that extra red leather, yellow, but sometimes it works red leather, yellow. When you do miming in the back around, right?
Yeah.
On a scene.
Yeah.
Do you see watermelon all over? I mean, what do you do?
Damn, that's
you're
good.
dude. You're born. You're wow. I'm not good at it. I need to say an actual word. I have to go.
No, I just moved my mouth.
Oh, right, wow. Have you? You know what drives me crazy when you have
When they whisper, when people whisper in the background, they're supposed to, when they're like supposed to be in the background and doing that, but instead they're going.
yeah. Or when you get pinned up with like a background person, what you used to call them extras.
Yeah, you can't say that anymore.
Right, and then they actually start trying to develop like a scene with you, and I want to go. Oh no, sweetie, I'm never gonna see you again. I don't know why but you know what I mean. Just say watermelon over.
There's great footage of Stanley Kubrick directing background artists in The Shining.
Whoa.
On YouTube. It's fantastic. It's one of the big ballroom scenes.
Oh, right.
And God love them, background actors like to act. I get it. So, there's a lot of, you go to a restaurant, no one's doing this.
Right. Yeah.
They're doing this.
Yeah.
So Kubrick was like, don't talk, don't move your bodies, don't do anything.
Wow.
And it looks great.
No, wait. So there are the scenes where Jack Nicholson goes in the ballroom and people are dancing.
No, where people are like sitting and eating.
So the dancers can move.
The dancers can move.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank God. Right, but
they're not going.
Oh, that's right. But if I look at that movie, will I be able to see people just not doing anything?
Yeah, they'll be like this.
Oh, that's normal. Or no? I don't think that's normal.
Yes, it's normal.
I guess you're right. Yeah, it is normal. Yeah. Not for me, but
for him.
Yeah. I'm up and about,
Yeah.
running around. You know what I mean? But wow, you don't have to name names, but have you ever had a movie you did that you were like, I hate this?
Yes, and here's what I've
like a long job or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
But I've also I'm a music fan, right? So, I don't want to hear, Bruce Springsteen talk about the one album he thought he made that sucks. Because it might be my favorite album.
Right, like Nebraska.
Well, that would be it.
Nebraska's a great album.
I don't love it.
Wow.
Oh, really? You don't love Nebraska?
I don't love it.
I don't really like it.
I don't love it.
What's the darker on the side of town? What's that one called?
Oh, that's the best. Darkness on the Edge of Town.
The Darkness of the Edge of Town.
That's the best
It's a
album.
Masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece.
I just can't say it's too long to memorize, but I like that one.
It's a masterpiece.
Born to Run.
Yeah. I mean, all of them are
But you
great.
hate. Why don't you like Nebraska?
Is it because it was Andrew McCarthy's favorite album? Is that why I hate it?
Are you guys friends?
He'll love that.
Okay.
We're
Good.
friends. I bet. But
That was really quick.
but no, yeah. So yeah, there are things that Well, the one thing I did get frustrated on, I did a series called Brothers and Sisters, and with Callista Flockhart, and I had a really good time, but I was playing a guy running for president, and he was this high-powered sort of. The show was pitched to me as like it's going to be like if the American president happened, and that character fell in love with a regular family. What would that look like?
Interesting premise.
And it was really good. And we did, I think, 2 seasons that were really good that I was very, very proud of.
Yeah. So this is after West Wing.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the network decided they didn't want to do any political stories at all under any circumstances.
Why?
Who knows?
That's insane.
Particularly because I'm playing
the president.
Somebody who's running for president and is a senator.
Yeah.
So literally overnight, I'm talking about overnight.
Yeah.
It went from debate prep and meeting with the Russian KGB agent, then coming home to my wife and whisking her to a beautiful dinner, to me with oven mitts.
Oh,
like cooking pies with Sally Field.
And no one would call and go, and
They-
none
no,
of
they-
the things that would happen.
No, none of that good stuff. I literally just
You're
became
just
like,
Staples. You're just Staples with your basket.
that's
getting
exactly
stuff.
what it
Oh my
became.
God, that's
and it drove
insane.
me insane.
Wow.
And people love that
But-
show.
but-
People go, I love Brothers and Sisters. I go, did you like when I became the house husband?
wow. And the network did they explain it? They didn't explain.
No, but they did say, to their credit, they weren't shy about it. They're like, we're not doing any political storylines anymore.
Wow. What is it? Maybe it's because over the years, over the years, it's become very heated politics.
Yeah.
Obviously, right? I think more so than it's ever been. I think, especially in the last 10 years, right? It's so divisive out there. We're not together. We're connected. It's so depressing. Is it not depressing?
It is. It is.
It's so depressing.
I mean, that's why the West Wing today plays like a quaint. It's so quaint.
Right.
Quaint. Oh, bless their cotton socks.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It really does. It's like,
yeah.
oh,
That show would never be made today. There's no way it could get made.
no, and
There's
not on
no
a
way.
network for sure.
Yeah, there's no way.
Not the notion that was a network television show. We did 22 of them a year.
Wow. Or you can do the West Wing, but you have a Republican president next time.
Yeah, you could.
I wonder what those conversations are going to be like.
I thought when they did it, they did a really good job of, because Ainsley Hayes, I loved that character.
Yeah.
And she was.
Oh, she's great. Yeah.
I thought she represented the Republican point of view always very, very well.
Oh, she was great. She was so good in that.
She was
yeah,
great.
yeah. And then you probably talked about. We don't have to talk about why you left the show, but anyway, I never knew.
Oh, they just stopped writing for me. They
Interesting.
They stopped writing, and then everybody else got raises, and I didn't. And I went and was like, hey, okay, I think I should have a raise if everybody else has had a raise.
Yeah.
But even if for whatever weird reason you don't want to raise me,
Yeah.
if you promise to write me
Yeah.
an episode like you did where I got nominated for an Emmy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I managed to.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Sorry, I got nominated.
Yeah.
You wrote me something great.
Wow, you got nominated.
But if you just say you're going to do 2 of those out of 22.
Wow.
Nope.
Okay.
And it was nope to nope, and then I knew I had to go.
They would just say no.
Yep.
Wow. Because in the pilot, I mean, it's like you would think because you had that storyline with that young lady with the not prostitute but the call girl.
Yes.
Right.
Sex worker.
Sex worker. I'm sorry. Why did?
Yeah, I knew.
He did.
Well, also, you can't just change the thing. All right. I mean, it's like I'm still like stewardesses. You can't say that anymore, right? Can you?
I don't even think you can say secretary.
No, you can't. I learned that.
Yeah.
What do you
learned
say?
that.
Really?
What do you say?
Executive assistant.
Yeah, executive.
What do you call the airline ladies up there?
Flight attendant.
Flight attendant. But we used to call them stewardesses, right? Or no?
Yes,
think I did.
yeah. Back
What?
then.
You never did?
It's flight attendant.
No, it was stewardess back then.
It was stewardess
Yeah,
back
it
then,
was.
and then they
You're too
changed
young.
it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm like a right wing guy now because I couldn't catch up. You can't just do that anyway, But
You better
anyway,
catch up, or you are right wing.
I know. What are some other things that have changed like that? Oh, little people.
That's been changed a long time. You should have caught on by now.
Oh, primary bedroom,
Oh yes.
What was it before?
master bedroom.
Master bedroom.
Okay, so
you can't say homeless either. It's
wait.
unhoused.
Like, can we go back to primary bedroom
Yeah.
and master? What's wrong with master bedroom? The word master?
The word master.
Literally the
Problem.
Oh, I see. Because back in the South, probably the master. I see.
good connection.
I'm
Yes,
not-
good.
I'm pretty sure the master slept in the master bedroom. Pretty sure.
I know, but if you watch the master class, like some golf tournament, right?
I'm shocked that they can still do a golf tournament in the South
Called the
with all white guys called the Masters. I am shocked.
Wow. See, that's what I'm saying. They didn't change that. But okay, so primary bedroom. Would you like? It's hard to. Would you like to come into the primary bedroom? Why? Because I want to be a master. Anyway, so what is another thing? That's it. Little people, master, primary, and then
I don't think you can say like
Homeless?
Homeless, right?
No.
It's
What do you
like
call them?
I
What-
think it's like unhoused or
No, another one. Oh, and there's one with the word insecure in it. With food. Food insecure.
What? Oh, instead of like
you can't say it.
guess,
I'm not gonna say.
I don't want to say it, but
Wait. Let me guess. Don't say it.
it's a terrible game, but okay.
All right, no, I like this game. All right. So, food insecure, bulimic. No.
No, it's for sure. It's something. Come on, guys. I have my
Yeah, let's
team over
play
there
game.
doing
You know the
nothing.
game? Let's play this
My team
game.
is sitting on their phones like a bunch
Yeah,
of.
do not look at the phones. Let's play the game, Khalyla.
Food insecure.
Food insecure.
Is
Might be just food insecure.
but food insecure, I
Can't say
think,
that, or you.
No, that's what you do say.
That's what you do say instead of this word.
instead of anorexic, bulimic.
No. It's
Oh, I know. Obese? No.
starving. I
Oh,
think.
I
It's
see
something
what
around
you're
that.
saying.
What is it?
Trust me.
Just look it up.
I'm not crazy. It's out
look it
there.
up.
I can't find anything.
I'm
Really?
trust me. I know I didn't make this up.
How about if you whisper in my ear?
Maybe it's housing insecure.
Or it's like
Maybe.
food insecurity is the official term when people don't have enough to eat.
There it goes. Okay, there it is.
You can't say hungry?
No,
Oh, so maybe that's what it is. You can't say
Yeah.
people. that are-
What's the fucking word? Tell me the word.
can't say hungry.
Is that really
So,
hunger?
so it's like, hey, dude, are you food insecure? I was gonna go over to get some
7-Eleven.
sushi.
It's hungry.
Can't say
I don't
it.
think you can say. That's crazy. You're saying it now.
Yeah.
Are you
Cra-
fucking kidding
that's
me right now?
crazy what you're
No,
doing.
honestly, is this a trick?
No.
Are you kidding?
No,
I think he's right. Honestly,
I'm telling you. See,
You're so clever. No, I'm
Read
not
it.
doing. I refuse. I refuse. You can't say hungry anymore.
You're
Hey.
being so wealth blind right now, Bobby.
Oh, yeah, wealth
Ah,
blind.
well,
yeah.
that's a good one. I haven't,
That's
heard,
right. I'm wealth blind.
I haven't heard that one.
I'm proud of being wealth blind, and I'm proud of being hungry. All right, and I know little people. What are you gonna do? Okay, what are you? Anyway, that's insane. Anyway, so we were talking about, and then this and that. Okay, let's talk about.
This is why we do podcasts, by the way. This is why, by the way, I do a podcast. I'm going to have to have you come on, literally, is my podcast. You can get wherever you get your podcast. But this is why we do it, because we can go off on tangents and
Yeah.
nobody can stop us.
This is, I mean, to be honest, isn't this the best?
It is the best.
You know, I haven't waited in line, literally with RoLowe.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I got all kinds of fun people.
Oh, you've
The
got
Arnold one
Arnold.
was great.
Arnold who?
Arnold who?
Oh,
Arnold.
Schwarzenegger.
Oh, there he is. Look, there's our guy.
Your
LeVar
favorite-
Burton.
Oh my God, you were kidding! Dude, you understand, dude. It's like,
Wait, you used to listen to his sleep stories.
I
on
did.
The
Yes,
Calm
he-
app.
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't go, thank you, LeVar. I would go, thank you, Jordy LaForge.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
I would like pretend that he was Jordy LaForge. I'm just upset because I think that all three shows that I mentioned are just, they just don't make show. I mean, maybe Game of Thrones, but like, you know, it's, I mean, those shows are up there, man. That's
Thanks,
all I'm saying.
thank you.
Yeah.
I-
You're up there, dude.
Thank
right?
you. I love that.
So let me talk to you about, isn't this great that we get to do this
It's
because,
two sober guys
yeah.
hanging out, talking shit.
But it's kind of like a TV show, but from your own house or wherever you do it.
I love it.
And it's like you can control the editing and thank you so much for doing the editing of it. Yeah, I haven't done any of that.
If
But
you accidentally say hungry, they can,
we just bleep that. We should just bleep that out.
Yeah. Bleep hungry up. Yeah. Please don't say again, okay?
hey, here's some
Yeah.
kind of something's here. I'm sorry. Are you?
Yeah.
What is
What?
it?
Food insecure.
Are you food
Yeah,
insecure
yeah.
and want to have some of that?
I'm not hungry. So but it's great. And so yours is called, what's your podcast is called?
Literally.
Literally.
Yep.
And it's guest driven.
Yeah, it's all guests. It's just me and a guest, and we just sit and talk. And the genesis was over the years the friendships that I've made, and I know people in a way that other people don't know them. Like Double D, we had Duchovny on there. We're like, and I'm like, I can talk to him about things that nobody else is going to be able to.
Right.
So whether it's Downey or Gwyneth or Arnold, and so I kind of worked my way through my
When you say Gwyneth,
Gwyneth Paltrow,
What about Downey?
Downey.
What do you
What,
think that is,
Bobby?
Bob?
Downey and I were in history class together in the 8th grade.
What?
you and Downey were.
Do you know what his nickname is, right? No. I won't say it. Sorry. That'll get you canceled.
Okay, you're gonna. Yeah, we'll have to bleep it out.
Remember when you were in the elevator and you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
bought
yeah.
those Gucci sunglasses? And I was like, and we called you.
Downey does like his loud choices. What would it be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
big swings, sedatorially.
Yeah.
Big swings.
And then when I posted that, people went haywire. Remember?
Right.
Right.
That's the glasses.
Yeah. So they said I look like Robert Downey.
He had a season.
Downey would be down with
I know
that.
he would
That
be.
whole outfit. That's
So let me-
a good fit.
So let me talk. Let's talk about Downey for a second. Robert Downey for a second. Okay. Okay. Can you take that photo off?
Rob's just staring at it.
Like,
Because I know that I've never met him, and he nice guy.
Jump back in. Jump back in.
I don't know, nice guy.
Yeah.
I don't know, nice guy. How about this? Nobody does more for people in recovery than
Yeah.
Johnny. He does.
I've
nobody does.
I've seen it, and I, it's funny. When you can tell when people are really doing
The work.
Yeah,
for
you know what I mean.
sure.
There's a transformation. I know a couple of guys that we had one guy on our podcast recently, and another guy, and I literally night and day. Like it's like when you run into them, you can't even recognize them because you're just like, oh shit, something happened. Like this guy's did a 180. You know what I mean? And so it's just incredible to see that. And you could even see it with him, even though I don't know him, I just from the outside, you could see him just shift. You know what I mean? And it's incredible. So you guys are close?
So nice way to wrap that up.
You
You brought that home. You landed the plane. I love him. He was the master of ceremony.
Primary
speaker of
He
the
was the primary speaker
yeah.
at my 60th birthday.
Wow.
He and Gwyneth, and they should go on tour together. They were so
Incredible. They were incredible.
They were so funny. And
So during
so I've got a good lineup.
well,
So literally,
how many people were at that ceremony?
60?
Oh, wow.
Only 60 people.
60, 70?
Yeah.
Something like that was.
Who else is there?
It was a good group.
Can you give me a couple more people or
It was
no?
a good group. We had people from finance there.
I don't want to hear about that.
I know you don't. So that's to me. That's more interesting now.
I know.
That's the new
So let's talk about the show. How did this show come up? Unstable?
Unstable.
No, because you're with your son.
It's my son. It's currently on Netflix, and season 2
Incredible.
is August 1st.
So how did that come up now?
So my son Johnny started just roasting me on social media. You can go to John Owen's social media, and it's a sad day for me. And he just likes to hammer me.
Yeah.
And he's a super funny kid.
Was he like that as a kid too?
Yes, both my sons. I have 2 sons, Matthew and Johnny. Johnny's the youngest. And Matthew is in finance, so he took a real job. And
I think I met Matthew once.
I think he's met. Yes.
Yeah.
you have met Matthew, and I'm-
I've hung out with him or talked to him. He's a nice kid.
Yeah, they're huge fans of yours. by the way. They're so excited.
That's good.
Look at him, how thirsty he is.
Yeah. So that's your son?
Jesus.
He's very
Whoa,
thirsty.
this one I did. The thirsty one I didn't meet. Look at this hunko. He's a hunko. Let me see a close up to his face.
We got to find the old ones where he's
That's
making fun
That's a
of
pretty
me.
good one. That's just yeah. This is the one I didn't meet, right?
This one I don't think you met.
Yeah. Wow. And this is the youngest one.
This is the youngest one.
Yeah.
So he used to make so much fun of me, and people started noticing it, and it became a thing like in the media. And we realized that people liked it so much. I mean, there's
Yeah.
articles were written about it, and on and on and on. And I was like, well, people seem to like this. Maybe there's a show there that uses this as the comedy, ingredient.
Wow.
And so that's how we came up with Unstable.
And are you playing RoLowe or
Well,
not?
that's exactly the thing. Is like neither one of us wanted to play ourselves.
I see.
And we didn't want to do anything about show business.
Oh, okay.
And we wanted to do something a little more I don't know. We didn't want to do show business. So, but it had to be a larger than life father.
Yeah.
With a son who's trying to escape his shadow and live his own life.
And what do you play? What kind of
I
job?
play
do you have?
like an Elon Musk tech billionaire.
Oh, wow.
Lunatic.
Wow.
An absolute insane person who has been so sheltered and so coddled and so privileged
Yeah.
that he doesn't have any sense of what reality is, but he's
Yeah.
also brilliant and successful. And John Owen plays the son who's really the only one who can really reach him.
Wow. And did you create it with your son?
Yes.
You guys sat down and went, okay, what are we doing?
It's Victor Fresco, Johnny, and I created the first season. Here we go. Okay. This is a good one. This is the one that
Okay, what's this?
Johnny. This is a picture of me. I was working out in my home gym.
Yeah, zoom in.
And I write, if you're not wet from your workout, you're probably not working hard enough. John Owen, immediately, the subtle art of taking a selfie in front of your Emmy nomination.
That's so good. That's so good.
This is me doing
Yeah,
a
this is
bit
great.
in Cape Town, South Africa.
Yeah.
Hanging out here in Cape Town, John Owen. This may be your finest piece of acting.
Now, would you call them and go, son, or would you laugh?
Let's see what you got here.
Len.
Oh, this is when I was out. I went to the Galapagos.
Yeah.
And I go, so you have time to Instagram, but no text me back.
Wow.
He's always on me. I can never
Yeah.
really win.
Well, you went to the Galapagos.
It was pretty great.
I want to dive there so bad.
Yeah, I know.
What's
I
so
didn't get
great
to
about the
dive there.
Galapagos?
You didn't get to dive there?
And I did. Can you believe I got all the way there? Because I was with a bunch of people who didn't
Yeah.
dive, and I was on their
That's a
dime and
bummer.
time, and it was.
That was a mistake. That's always a mistake, going with people who don't dive.
I agreed.
You dive.
Love diving.
Why we're at the Galapagos?
Galapagos.
That's how I say it.
I did.
That's the real way to say it.
I did Machu Picchu and the Galapagos on this trip, and it was Machu Picchu. By the way, you think that's the one I thought I'd go and go. It's fine.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay,
And
what, Machu Picchu?
Machu Picchu.
Are they close together, Galapagos?
they're not
Not
really.
really, because Ecuador is.
Are they island places?
Galapagos is island.
I
and
know that.
Machu Picchu
Okay,
is
thank you.
Peru.
Yeah,
Peru, yeah.
Peru.
Yeah.
And if okay, let's say I am a layperson. I've never been there.
Mm-hmm.
What are the selling points of Machu Picchu?
Machu Picchu it's one of those.
Is there a Starbucks?
There's no Starbucks. It's
Very high up.
It's a mysterious ruin, very high up in the
okay,
mountains,
okay.
and people megalithic, pre-megalithic. Is that what the all that
Oh, so
architecture?
it's sort of like-
it's very ancient aliens.
Okay, here we go. Now we're talking. Is there an Arby's? What do you eat there?
Arby's.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Arby's,
What I'm saying is that
I love that he goes Arby's, but you know they closed the last Arby's in Hollywood. Did you know this?
They closed that
They
one?
closed that famous Arby's right by the Netflix headquarters.
Yeah.
They closed. It'd been there for 70 years.
oh my god.
Same ownership. 94-year-old woman. I saw her on the news. It finally couldn't survive COVID and then the California insanity.
Do you not like Arby's?
I love Arby's.
I love
the horsey
Arby's.
sauce.
The horsey sauce and
Come on.
the Arby's
that,
sauce. Oh,
that
come on.
bun.
The bun is so
Why
so
is it
warm
so-
and
why is it so good?
It's so warm and moist.
So good.
I love it.
The way this is, if you didn't know we were alcoholics,
Yeah.
this is how you know. You love Arby's? That warm bun.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I love it.
Yeah.
But back to Machu Picchu. So what I'm saying is, if you were inviting me there, I'd have several questions.
Your lungs wouldn't survive.
Your lungs would not survive. It's way
you.
up there.
They wouldn't.
No,
My
you
lungs
wouldn't. It's you have to be on meds. You have to be on altitude meds.
You have to gradually.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. But could I gradually get there or no?
Yeah, I mean, you're. Yeah.
You
you're,
think?
you're a smoker.
Oh, so okay. So if I went there, I would fucking die. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, you went to Denver and passed out.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I passed out at Denver. Yeah. That's right.
Amazing.
It's amazing. I can't do Denver either. All right. So can we pitch me Galapagos then?
Ooh, Galapagos.
Let me ask you. So if you were like, you called me and you were like, BL.
Was that your nickname?
Yeah. What?
Yeah,
Is that
that's
your
it.
nickname? Okay.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, what's up, RL? You know what I mean? And then I'd be
Yeah.
like, he's like, let's go to Galapagos.
LeeLee.
What?
LeeLee.
LeeLee. That's
Like
you can
LeeLee.
call me LeeLee.
LeeLee.
That'd be cool. Oh my god. You gonna call me that?
Yeah, LeeLee.
Wow. He just winked at me too. Oh my god, my butthole shivered. Not in a sexual way. Not in a sexual way.
What other way is that?
What other way?
There's other when you have to poo. Or yeah. It didn't really shiver. I don't know why I just said that. That was weird. But anyway, it did a little bit. Anyway, so if you go LeeLee and I go, we're going to the Galapagos, and I'm going to ask you some questions now.
Yes, okay.
Is there a Four Seasons?
There is a very nice hotel at the base. Not in the Galapagos. No. The Galapagos, it's extremely rugged.
Yeah, it's like a biological. It's like reserve.
Everywhere is biological.
No, but this is like
You out of your
protected,
mind?
biodiverse.
Next level.
It's for like adventurers and like people who like the marine
It's where
life.
it's where Charles Darwin
Yes.
discovered and
Sure.
did all his whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Evolution.
on evolution.
Yeah. You don't know everything, okay?
Fuck, he did.
So listen, tell me something. Number one, okay. So what you're saying is that there's no hotel
No.
at the Galapagos. Is there an Airbnb?
No. There are blue-footed boobies and then
Is that a coffee shop? What is that?
They're birds.
birds and they're
Oh,
very
blueberry
cute.
boo boo boos.
And they're dragons that live underwater.
Yeah, you
Like Komodo dragon-y
That
thing.
live underwater.
Wow. So you mean to tell me, I'm sorry, Rob Lowe, I know. Those are birds.
There's blue-footed
but
boobies.
they're
Blue-footed
blue-
boobies.
Oh, yeah, there's-
boobies.
yeah,
Look at
that's
the
so
blue
cute.
feet.
Yeah. Wow, they are very cute.
And they're the only. And the other thing is that's the only place in the world that they exist.
Oh my god.
That's the other thing.
I gotta go. So what I'm saying is that you go to the Galapagos, you take a boat there, or you fly in.
You can do both.
Or what did you do?
We flew in.
Of course you did. Private jet.
yes.
I get it. So you fly in.
Yep.
And then do you stay on the island?
We stayed on a boat, but you can stay on the island.
Right. So you stayed on a boat, and how long did you stay on that boat?
Too long.
But how long?
It was too long. That's the other thing about the For me,
Yeah.
oh, here's the thing, and I don't mean to like bum anybody out about the Galapagos.
Yeah.
But I could blindfold you, put you on a boat for hours and hours and hours, not have the boat go anywhere, take you to the Channel Islands
right off.
right here,
Yeah, right here.
and you would not know the difference.
Wow.
They look exactly
The same.
like exactly the
Wow.
same. The only difference is how far you fucking traveled to go there, and the diversity of the wildlife is nuts. But in terms of what they look like Khalyla.
So you saw wildlife there, the Bluefoot,
Oh, it's insane.
right? And then the underwater Komodo dragon thing.
Look at
Wow, the animals of Galapagos. Look at that.
look at that.
That's interesting.
Look at that iguana thing that swims with you.
Which one?
And you see those David Attenborough videos with the swimming iguanas? Those
Yes.
are all.
You mean Planet Earth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he's not. Planet Earth is not the only one. There's so many out now.
Look, there's the flightless cormorant.
The
Doesn't
cormorant,
even
yeah.
fly.
And you saw all those little guys.
Yeah, you see all of them.
The
Yeah.
marine iguanas, so
But at what
cool.
point do you just go, seen it, done it? No.
For sure. There's a lot of people, you see,
But you like it? I mean, come on.
like, what is it, D.W. Griffith? The rock's a rock, a tree's a tree. Go shoot the movie in Griffith Park. What do you
Whoa, I want that. Is that a director or a producer?
D.W. Griffith, the famous, I want to say studio head.
Yeah.
When some young director was trying to get money
That's
to go shoot it in
interesting.
Death Valley.
Yeah, that's
It's like a rock's a rock, a tree's a tree, shoot it in Griffith Park.
Wow, that guy, that's old school.
Old school.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
Wow,
There he
that's
is.
incredible.
There's our guy.
Oh, that's him?
We got to take you to the Channel Islands then. Bobby.
Oh, and yep. Oh,
Yeah.
Racist. I knew it.
Yeah. So, can we go back to Unstable? Because I want to promote this fucking
Yes.
show. All right,
Yeah.
I don't know why did we go on these Galapagos? How did that even
How did that happen? I'm on the
Yeah,
fucking chamber.
how did-
Photo on
yeah.
Instagram.
How did Galapagos happen? Oh, yeah, you the photo and your
Yeah.
son. Oh, we were talking about it.
Yeah.
In my mind. I thought I was losing my mind. So I was like,
Well, that
how the
may
fuck
be.
are we talking about Pichu or whatever?
LeeLee, bring it back.
Okay.
Come on.
I can't. I don't know what's your nickname. I got to find one.
Yeah, you
because
gotta
I
think-
can't just do. Well, what do people call you?
I had never had a nickname until the great Amy Poehler finally named me RoLowe.
That's it.
That's good.
It's got to be
Good one.
RoLowe. That's good. Yeah. So I can honestly, if I see you
Only
in the street,
only funny people get to call me RoLowe. You may call
okay,
me
good,
RoLowe.
good. But if I go RoLowe, I don't think you would turn around.
Oh, 100% I
There's
would.
no way.
Yeah.
RoLowe.
Oh, for sure.
And you would turn around.
Oh, yeah.
Bobby. There's no.
LeeLee.
RoLowe and
Whoa,
LeeLee.
RoLowe and LeeLee.
Yeah.
Whoa. All right. So I'm gonna hopefully. Well, I've never seen you in the wild anyway, so it's never gonna fucking happen.
You had to go to the Galapagos. in the wild.
Yeah, it's so interesting. I've never seen you out there. Anyway, so how's Unstable doing the show?
It's this second season is so well. We unleashed Fred Armisen in season 2.
Wow.
I mean, he's funny in season 1, but in season 2, we were just like, let's just really let him run amok.
Yeah.
And he's so funny. And you know what? Like, true comedy today is hard to, like, The Bear's not a comedy to me. And it's like there's every show that's out there, as funny as it may be, it's not in the kind of vein of 30 Rock or The Office
Yeah.
or
No, The Bear
or
is
Parks
so
and Rec.
intense.
That's
I don't
super intense. Give me
hardly a
agita.
comedy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm on Reservation Dogs, and it's like people go, oh, "You're great on that," but it's like what a funny show, and I go, it's a certain kind of funny.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's more based on reality.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They don't go too broad,
Right.
right? Everything's kind of realistic and stuff. So in that sense, it is. But it's like, but I think you're right. I mean, I think comedies in general. How do we get back to the old days where we have different varieties? Like, for instance, like Mel Brooks' Young Frankenstein or Blazing Saddles, right? I mean, those are such broad, like they're almost sketchy. Some of the
And I
elements
love that.
in it.
That's what I grew up with. What I was formed by Blazing Saddles, SNL, sketch driven. I mean, Blazing Saddles is a series of sketches strung together as a movie.
Yes.
Which is not to say that I don't want things to be grounded.
Yeah.
But I think that what I really love about Unstable is it's working in an area that is wide open space, and there's nothing like it. There isn't a new 30 Rock. There isn't a new Veep. It's in that character-driven, absurdist comedy, which I love.
Well, that's great because we got to keep that going because I think it's just like, because I've had a couple of people come up, and I've had some meetings, guys.
You've had some meetings.
I've had the last couple of weeks, I've had some meetings.
LeeLee's got some shit.
Yeah. Well, I don't have any deals.
No, God.
Yeah.
But let's take those meetings.
I mean, I have two.
Sounds like my career. Let's just do a lot of
But the meetings have been all about like, we don't know what to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where do comedies go, right? And I'm like, you guys made those decisions. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't have, I've been waiting in line.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They're like, how come there are no comedy stars like Will Ferrell and Steve Carell back? You know what I mean? Well, number one, they're still alive.
Yes.
Right? Maybe tap into that. And also, secondly, it's like, you guys never put the energy of creating new comedy stars.
That's right.
Right? And I think it has something to do with social media too. I think people get their comedy really quickly now, so maybe that's another thing, people's attention rate or whatever. But it's like we got to. I don't know. How do we do this? I mean, by creating Unstable, that's one way of doing it. But there's also a variety of different styles of comedy. Like the only sketch show on TV right now is SNL. It's always been there, right? Is there no other sketch show? Any other sketch shows?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think
50th anniversary coming up.
What, of SNL?
Yep.
Fuck them.
50.
Okay, I love it. I love them.
50.
Wow. Did you host it ever?
I did 3 times.
Oh,
And,
wow.
and it was fun. Really fun. Really, really, really fun.
But do you get nervous?
I have never been more nervous than when I was hosting SNL. The first time. And then
You know what it is.
yeah, you know what it is.
Yeah. So the very first time, what were the feelings?
You feel like you're going to die.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
because it's live.
I mean, Lauren likes to say, the first time you host, it feels like you're being shot out of a cannon. and it really does. That is what it feels like.
Wow.
It does feel like that.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
When you're behind that door, again, behind
I'm
the door,
getting nervous now. Yeah.
and you hear that band is going crazy, and they go, "Oh no, your host!"
Wow.
And you walk. It's your knee shake.
Yeah. Imagine this. You go out there and there's no pop. And now, you know what I mean? Rob Lowe, right? And you go up there and no one claps.
Well, do you know this bit? Are you saying this out of?
No, I don't know.
What's the bit?
What's the bit?
Oh, so the first time I hosted, the bit was no one clapped.
You should be an executive, Bobby.
Bobby, LeeLee, you know your way around comedy.
You know comedy, man.
Wait. Whoa.
So
Purposely, that was the bit that they were doing.
So I had a little issue with a sex tape that I made.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. My publicists are all I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah. That was so long
And
ago.
it was 35 years ago. I was in my 20s. I was nuts.
Okay.
And a ginormous alcoholic.
Never saw it. Anyway,
you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, so the joke was that I would come out. At the beginning of SNL, I go, Lauren, I think people are going to be really angry at me.
So this is right when that came out then?
Yeah.
Right. Wow. Wow.
What's going
What a great bit. It's a great bit, dude.
It's a great bit.
It's a great bit. It's a great bit.
This is like, but what for me this was like, I was able to establish for me, like I'm fucking going for it.
Yes.
Like there are people that were like, not only should you not do the show, period, but you certainly
Don't do that.
under any circumstances.
Yeah.
Should you ever do that?
That's the thing to do.
And that's
Yeah.
what you
what
do.
you did is what you
yes.
did. Yeah.
But and then years later when I did when they roasted me on Comedy Central, which is also one of my favorite things I've done because it's so rough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
Oh yeah, Jeff Ross. I mean, they
murdered.
I grew up in that world.
And
They destroy you.
but that's what the big boys play in that world. That's what I say.
Wow. That's crazy. That's good. I'm gonna remember that.
It's true.
The big boys play in that room.
Yep.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to fuck up the quote.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, I wanna have a big life, and I wanna be brave, and I think I've done that for the most part. I think in my life, you know, I've done a lot of scary things. When I did the Tonight Show, Leno, I was living with 6 guys in a 2-bedroom apartment in Silver Lake. I had no bank account, no car, nothing. I had nothing, right? And I remember being behind that curtain, right? And my parents were immigrants too, so they didn't want to watch it. They didn't know what it is,
Right.
The Tonight Show. I just remember being there, and I remember I've told this story before. And you know, there's a guy there with a little walkie-talkie ear thing, and this is what he said. He goes, "Hey, don't mess up. There's only 15 million people watching."
Oh God.
Literally, and then as soon as he said that, I hear him go, "Anyway, this next comic coming to the stage," right? And I remember him saying that in this, but I just remember going, "I have to hit this ball. I don't get another shot."
No, you don't.
Right. And it's like, you know, and I want to, you know, and at the time I was sober, you know what I mean? So I was just like, this is just, you know, and that's what the thing about sobriety is that the good, the bad, all the feelings, you're feeling it. And that's what I want. Even the uncomfortable ones,
Yep.
you know what I mean? That's a part of being a human being. And I don't want to be afraid of it. I want to be able to confront it and feel it and all that stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I lay in bed sometimes and I think to myself, because you know I have a low self-esteem. I mean, I beat myself up and shit, right?
We all do, yeah.
But at the end of the day, I look back and I go, you know what? No, man, you're brave. I hate to say this about myself. It's fucking gross.
No, it's not because
Yeah.
because to put ourselves in the positions of being the butt of the joke, of saying stuff that's outrageous, of like, you know, the minute comedy's safe, it's not funny.
Yeah.
The minute it's safe
Yeah.
or expected, it's not funny.
Yeah.
So to be unsafe and unexpected
Yeah.
is heroic. It is. I'm
Wow,
sorry.
wow, wow.
100%.
Wow. Anyway, I was so nervous about this. I just really liked this podcast a lot, man. You're a good dude.
Yeah, I was
Your
happy to
beautiful
come on.
eyes, and you know,
Oh. And you got
it's not this. Like, let me just say this: the puckering, vibrating butthole thing.
Yes, what was
and
that
the
about?
eyes thing.
Vibrating? It was vibrating now?
I know.
I don't know. Did I say pucker? What did I say?
quivering.
Quivering. Yeah.
So we had quivering, puckering, vibrating.
Yeah. No. What I'm saying is that it's not a sexual thing, and the eyes were thing. It's just an observation. I felt something jitter down below, right? And right, and the jittering, I was just like, "What is that? It's unusual." You know what I mean? That normally doesn't happen.
Could happen to anybody.
Yeah, and the eye thing is just like hey, bro, you have nice eyes, dog. You know what I mean? That's all. You know what I mean?
Thanks,
it wasn't
dog.
out of pocket. Your teeth are great too. But anyway, what's going on there?
Just as we've been doing this with every guest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Rob
we
Lowe
gotta.
was also at the Netflix pool party.
I know. I hear that it's an issue. So is John Owen Lowe, by the way.
Yeah, everyone, but me. Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
What? How can I help this? How can I help right this wrong?
No, I'll tell you this right.
Eric Griffin? Right next to Rob Lowe.
What's the one that drives you? What's the one that drives him the most crazy?
What do you mean?
Like,
Whoa, the whole Asian section right there. Chang Wang, Atsuka, Ken Jeong, Jimmy O Yang. Is that Jimmy O Yang?
Yeah.
Jimmy O Yang. I'm sure Randall Park's coming later at 4, but I'm sure was Randall in there?
I don't know.
Please God, no.
that's. I mean, I hate to say it because
Yeah.
you're hearing your butt hurt about it.
I'm a kid.
Quivering butt hurt,
Vibrating.
vibrating butt hurt about it.
Fine,
But that
fine.
was really an amazing moment.
Honestly though, I'm doing a special
Yeah.
for sure now, and I'm signing a deal with a company.
because of this.
But at the end of the day, it's like I want to fight against fire.
Fight fire with
Yeah,
fire.
fight with fire. You know what I mean?
I 100% support that.
Thank you so much. You know what I mean? I don't need it. I'm gonna create my own part.
I'm going to send this podcast directly to Ted Sarandon. I am. No, I'm not
No,
kidding.
no.
He loves podcasts.
Yeah.
He's a good friend, and
You're friends with everybody. Okay, I get it. Everybody. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say, hey, listen, Ted, you gotta figure this out.
But Rob,
You can't have LeeLee out there running amok.
yeah.
all sad.
Rob, I would love to do yours one day.
Yeah, let's do this. Make
I
this
know
happen.
you have A-list people, but people know me on the internet. But,
I think we've reached out. We've reached out to your people. These are the people in this room.
honestly, George, did they reach out?
I'd have to
Oh, George is equivocating.
I'll tell you this right now. There's no way I would have said no, so I never got the information.
It's probably scheduling or probably whatever.
I never got the information. Can we try again one day?
We're going to figure it out right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Figure that out,
We're going to
okay?
do this right now.
Not in August. I just booked a movie. But anyway.
I love that.
Okay.
So fancy. He booked a movie. I'm not doing a movie in August.
It's a YouTube thing. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, guys, give RoLowe a round of applause. That was fucking amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
We plugged everything.
Ay, makabulo.